In this video, I want to talk about dating in the U.S. Let's jump into it. Follow along.
You're watching DC-born Rob, Racing Borders. And now, the news.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. You're watching DC-born Rob, Racing Borders. I'm DC Rob. This is just a quick one that I had on my mind about dating in the U.S. and sisters and other ethnic women also in the United States. And I know who I'm talking to. My niche happens to be Medellin, Colombia, and I know a lot of guys go down there for the girls. I've had this conversation with you before. In other words, I put this thought out before that there's still some good women here. The message ultimately I want to pass on is you don't have to go to another country to find a woman. You can go down the street. You can go to the grocery store. Like I said, when you're there, you can go to the grocery store. Either way, you got to talk to the girl. I think a lot of the problems are you're not aggressive enough to go up and talk to a woman. Chances are she's not going to come up and talk to you. I mean, they have their ways of initiating things by, giving you the look or giving you that smile. Brothers, you got to talk to these girls. There's some that fall into that category that we see that narrative running over and over and over and over again on TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff are just sisters that straight up wrong. Straight up. We know, like the video I did with the girl didn't like the brother to cook because I'm one of them that'll cook for you. So if you don't appreciate me cooking more than taking you out, anybody can take you. I can take you out and we can have dinner, but if I'm cooking for you, I'll put the time and the effort and the thought into it to figure out what you may like. And, it's possible here in the United States. Now, I put myself out here. I've been single for a little over a year. Recently, for about the past month, I put myself out here. I'm ready to start dating. So I've been out to clubs, man. Sometimes I literally got to force myself to go out, especially if it's on a work night. I'm like, man, but to hear some live music, man, I need to go to this spot. I need to go to that spot. I need to go to that spot. I need to find some spots that's got some ladies at it. Now, I've been to some spots where the chicks were just off, okay? I've been to some spots where, I don't know what it is about some of these songs, man, just so vulgar. Man, I tell my age if I'm saying a dead vulgar. The song comes on, the girls are sitting there, and the song comes on, they like, man, it's just straight up every nasty word you can say. Yeah, well, that's not my night. Let me put it that way, because I've gone back to the same spot on another night, and every room and every place within this spot is live. All the people are friendly, and, is what you make of it. But, I go to hear the music, but I also go to meet people. I meet everybody. The doorman, fella sitting at the bar next to me, the girl sitting at the bar next to me, anybody in general. Like I said, I smile, and I think I'm not that guy that's going, a mean mug, especially mean mug a chick. I'm going to smile, let her know I'm interested. She smile back or she give me that look, then we go from there. But I'm telling you, plenty of girls out here in the U.S. So if you are going to Colombia, to Brazil, or wherever else, to Thailand, for a woman, just rest assured, in the meantime, between you get down there are some good ones here. It's work. It's like, just like they looking for you, you got to look for them. But you got to put yourself out there. My 2 cents. Everything on this channel is my 2 cents. Everything on somebody else's channel is their 2 cents. It's all opinion. So when somebody say that's just what I think, of course, this whole channel is just my opinion. So I'm putting this out to let you guys know that you got to be more aggressive. And again, I'm a salesperson, so I take rejection for a living. One rejection is just one step closer to where I'm trying to get to the right person. And yeah, I may find the wrong one sometimes, but that's okay. You meet that and you learn from it. But I just want to put out again that there's plenty of sisters here. There's plenty of every ethnicity here, of every color here that's going to smile and give you that look and let you know it's okay to come over. Now, if you're picky about who you date, then you just close your eye. I'll date any color. I don't care what color you are. Be cute and give me a smile. Everything is about the personality, because you can be the best looking girl and open your mouth and ruin it. You know this, and the same for some guys too. You can be a sharp looking brother and then open up your mouth and just all foul. So approach it that way too. So everybody is not going to be your cup of tea. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And it don't have to be about who's good looking and who's cute or whatever. It's got to be the right person for you. Unattractive men, they can get some attractive women. They walked up and started talking to him. Man, the power of the word, power of the spoken word, to say the right things to the right person at the right time. It's an art, and it takes practice. You have to get better at it the more you do it. But you got to put yourself out there. Again, I have to tell myself, a girl has never knocked on my door and go, Rob, you want to go out? So I realized I got to leave the house. I got to go out. I got to push myself because I know I'm not going to meet anybody here. And if that's my goal, I need to leave the house. And if you want to meet people, you have to go out. I mean, I truly believe this is true. But no one's ever going to knock on your door and ask you for a date or knock on your door and tell you they want to date you. You got to leave your house. You got to leave your apartment. Go out. Even if you live in an apartment like I do, go down to the coffee room or, my pool room. There's always somebody there getting coffee. Talk to them. You know how many people from Colombia I met in my coffee room? And from Venezuela, I can get at least 8 because I talk to people and I know this. And about 6 of them are going to be girls and 2 of them probably guys. But just in my building from Colombia, I tell them what I do. And, who knows? They may be watching this video now. So if I met you at the coffee room, then you know what I'm talking about. But I'm saying again, my whole message is I just want to put out that there are still some good women here. It's just work. You got to put the time in. You got to go out. You got to be aggressive. You can't be shy, okay? You can't be shy. And you got to be able to take rejection. Rejection is part of the game. I mean, if you don't get rejected, you're not doing the right thing. How about that? Look at it that way. If you don't get rejected, that means you ain't trying. Because everybody's going to get rejected, okay? For whatever reason. I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. I have my issues. And I may go out and I'm happy and I'm smiling all the time, but there's some things I don't like. And, sometimes when I say that, it may come off as negative. I don't like this or like that, but I have my issues. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for somebody. And there's somebody perfect for me. And there's somebody perfect for you. So I'm just saying, and there's probably multiples of them too, man. You can live that life of abundance, but you just got to go out and start talking to people, man. You just got to be aggressive enough to take some L's, because L's are part of any game. You're never going to play basketball your whole life, and you may be a baller, the baddest baller, but you're never going to win every game. You're going to lose some games. You can be the best bowler, tennis player, whatever. There's always going to be somebody better than you, so you will take L's. You do take L's right now. Why not dating? I think, guys, we get hurt, because I've been through it. I've been hurt. Okay, especially the last one, and guys who've been watching me for any period of time know what I went through. And yeah, I was hurt. So I was against all women at that point. I thought they were all that way and it was just American women. No, it just took me opening up possibilities and opportunities. And it just took me to leave the house. And that's what I'm suggesting for you. That you leave the house. In the meantime, if you want to go to Colombia or Thailand or wherever else to meet a woman, go. Especially if that's your preference, go. But in the meantime, in between time, before that flight, because those flights aren't all the time, they aren't all expensive. All money you spend on that trip to go down there, and then you got to deal with the safety too. I mean, my town got issues as far as crime, but I don't go in those neighborhoods. So where I go, it's completely safe. Okay, I feel completely safe. I feel like I'm in Thailand because I don't have any issues here. I don't put myself in certain circumstances. And I get along with as many people. It was a crew of some guys in the club the other night that wanted to start some trouble. And they were in the wrong club to start it. So I tried to befriend them and tell them, tell your partner, this ain't the spot. You need to chill out. You need to tell your boy. I put my hand on his shoulder and say, yo, man, slow up a little bit, man, because this not the spot. This ain't the night. This ain't the spot. And I don't know if his friends talked to him or not, because at that point I was leaving and I just left him with a good luck. But you have to be outgoing enough to approach these women. If there's 100 women in a place, you got to find something you like. It's going to be somebody to give you the look. You got to look them in the eye and they got to look you in the eye. And if you get that smile, go talk to them. But if you're too shy, you're not even in the game. If you shy, you in the stands. Okay? You are not on the bench. You are not on the floor. You are in the stands. If you are not going to be aggressive enough, and not even aggressive, but I guess that is aggressive. You need to be forward enough to go out and speak to somebody. I mean, buy them a drink. You know, and for all that, you got to spend money on a girl. So what? You got to spend money wherever you got to go. So it's your money. Spend it. I mean, if that's what you want, spend it on that. You go to Colombia and you spend your money, right or wrong. Shoot, you spent it on the flight. You know, you spent it on transportation. You spent it on Airbnbs. You spent it on whatever. You still went down there and spent money on a girl. However, you spent it. You spent it. I'm saying save a couple of steps. And if you still want to go down there, I get that. If that's your preference, I get that. No matter where you want to go, I'm not stopping anybody's preference or not. I don't see anything wrong with that. But I'm saying in the meantime, in between time, there's girls here. There's women here. Single. I got talking to a girl the other day at the bar, and I say, there's a lot of girls in here, and it was serious 3-1. I was like, I like these eyes. She said, it's like this everywhere, isn't it? And I'm like, and we talked about a couple other clubs, and I'm going like, shoot, I never pay any attention because I don't, I'm not attracted to everyone, but I'm putting this out that you have to leave the house. I didn't expect this to be a long video. The message I just want to put out there is you got to leave your house. You got to be aggressive enough to approach these women, and don't be shy. Talk to everybody, really, because you don't know what this brother knows. He may be there with 2 girls. He can't handle them both. He with his girl. And he want the other girl to be with somebody else. I promise you that. You know, I've had that issue as a guy with 2 girls at the table, and he's like, take her away, bro. He's like, take her away. I'm trying to spend some time with my lady, and my girl done brought her girl. So yeah, the women are out there, man. Just find what you like and just go for it. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. I wanted you guys to know that these women are still out here for us. So go for it. That's it. Anyway, remember to travel, but travel safe.